New York State has made historic commitments to fight climate change by setting ambitious targets for renewable electricity. By law, we need to achieve 70% renewable electricity by 2030, just 10 years from now. New York's climate law, the Climate Leadership and Community Protection Act, is already changing the way we make and move electricity. Clean electricity is New York's energy future. Over the past decade, New York has been slowly bringing more renewable energy online. 10 years ago, there was almost no solar and very little wind power in New York. Now, we have both, and they are pollution-free. 22,000 New Yorkers work in this industry. All New York's coal plants have been closed down. Thanks mostly to hydropower, renewable electricity makes up over a quarter of all power used in New York. But wind and solar is still a small fraction. What's holding us back? One problem is our outdated transmission system. It can't move much of the clean energy from where it's made to where it is needed, especially downstate New York. Existing transmission lines are simply not up to the task. Meanwhile, old, polluting fossil fuel power plants have been retired and must be replaced. Much of our grid is over 40 years old. We need to update the grid and bring wind and solar power from far-flung parts of our state to where it will be used. Most of these upgrades can be in existing rights-of-way and can use smart-from-the-start principles to protect New York's valuable natural resources. And before too long, New York's power grid will be adding clean electricity made offshore by wind turbines in the Atlantic Ocean. This will also require new investments in New York's grid. What does all this add up to? We need to act quickly to make our grid ready for these changes. As part of a new law passed in 2020, New York will be studying what our grid needs to achieve our goals. This report, by law, should be completed by the end of 2020. It will identify existing and future bottlenecks in the grid and propose ways to overcome them. These transmission traffic jams must be overcome if all New Yorkers are to benefit from clean energy and new jobs. Wind, solar, hydropower, and battery storage. This is New York's clean energy future. This is where today's investment is going. These are the industries that will create jobs and ensure New York does its part in the fight against climate change. As we build the grid of the future, the better connected we are, the stronger we will be. Climate action requires clean energy, and in New York, clean energy requires a new and improved electric grid. Let's work together to get the job done.